We know that Bandai loves to do repaints, so how long do you think it'll be before we get a versus Hedorah or Destroy All Monsters version of this mold? Today we've got maybe the best Monster Arts Godzilla yet, and a drink to go with it that I'm calling Hey Angila. To make this cocktail, you'll need a Japanese whiskey, a sea monster dark spiced rum, orange liqueur, vanilla syrup, and Angostura bitters. In a rocks glass or other short glass, add an ounce of that Japanese whiskey, 3/4 of an ounce of that dark spiced rum, 1/4 to a half ounce of an orange liqueur, depending on your tastes. You can always add more later. 1/4 ounce of a vanilla syrup, and a couple of dashes of bitters. Swirl to mix, add in a large ice sphere, swirl to chill, and enjoy. Cheers! Okay, so this 1972 Godzilla is a great sign for the future of the Monster Arts line. Sure, we're a couple of years past the anniversary of Godzilla vs. Gigan with this release in February of 2024, but they actually gave us another Showa Godzilla, and it's a knockout. It's been, 6 years since we got our last Showa Godzilla in the line? We've been given Hedorah and Gigan for their respective anniversaries, so it's about time they gave us a Godzilla to match. Retailing for 9,900 yen like most of the Godzillas of this size, the current currency conversion, say that 5 times fast, makes this guy only 70 bucks. It is, or at least was, available on US sites like Kaiju Live for 95 bucks, which is about what you'd pay after international shipping anyway, which is not a bad price for this guy. Yes, the very first Monster Arts we got was 75 bucks, and it came with a breath effect. But like most toy lines, we shouldn't expect prices to stay the same 13 years later. I mean, hell, deluxe class Transformers have doubled in that time frame. But no matter what, I'm stoked to have this guy in my collection. It's my favorite Showa suit, specifically the version from my favorite Showa movie, and I don't even care that the teeth are crazy big. Okay, that's a lie, they do bug me a bit. Not only are they a little too big, but they keep the mouth from closing all the way. The teeth on the lower jaw fit inside the teeth of the upper jaw, but that's it. The lower jaw is designed in a way that allows the neck to fit into it instead of having a huge neck gap when the jaw is as closed as it can be. I've seen pictures of a mod that someone did to allow the mouth to close all the way without any teeth visible, and I might just end up doing that. Which I'd only attempt because it comes with a bonus head. This extra head features blood dripping down, just like in the film. The ball joints for the lower jaws on mine are a little too loose, but that's not the end of the world since it can't stay fully closed anyway. The tongue is on its own joint, but you'll need a toothpick to get in there. To swap the heads, simply pop one off the ball joint and pop on the other. You've got a ball joint at the base of the head, couple of joints in the rest of the neck, a notch right here for that dorsal to fit into. Then you have a wiggle to this dorsal plate, which can move even more when you pop it out a bit. Another notch back here with rotation in the chest. Ball jointed shoulders with extra bits inside to fill in the gap. Double jointed elbows. A couple of joints at the wrist. A big ball joint at the waist. Ball jointed hips with more material to fill in the gap there, really nice. Double jointed knees and a bit at the ankles. Then 16 sections in the tail. There's a nice notch in the first section, which can also move far enough that the tail can stick straight out, and even curl up like the Godzilla vs. Hedorah flying pose, which will be fun when they do their inevitable darker 1971 repaint. The dorsal spines are silver here. I thought they were whitish in the movie, but maybe they were silver? I don't know. I have no horse in this race. As long as the sculpt itself looks good, I'm game. Now, the sculpt isn't the most screen accurate since it's not literally falling apart, but I'm also okay with that. Ironic that the last use of the suit ends up being the first use of this mold. This guy stands around 6 1/4 inches tall, designed to scale with the S.H.MonsterArts 1972 Gigan. Now we need that Showa Ghidorah and an Anguirus. The Revoltech Anguirus is a little too small, but it's good in a pinch. As of the recording of this video, we're expecting a Jet Jaguar for the 50th anniversary of Megalon, and I guess we'll see how long it'll take for them to fill out the rest of the Showa roster. In the meantime, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, all that stuff you do to help out the channel. Good luck on your figure hunt, and please, drink responsibly.